Nkrofo be keka wo ho asem nso omo nka nche ombeka kire uchi. Don't tell me behind your back. Ombeka kire uchi omo nka nche onim. You know, foundation I'm be using no yeah. Can't stop, won't stop. Just say can't stop, won't stop. On to mean jai, na so on jai. Intino, anka so bis my jai and on jai. Eyelashes they on my sweat do hair. You won't be bothered. I said me.
You know me, gang, gang. You chilling with the monster, gang. You chilling with the monster, gang. Right now you are chilling with the monster, gang.
I am back. I'm back. Okay. Listen, if it's your first time on my channel, what's Gucci, what's good, how are you doing? Thank you so much for stopping by. I'm Mariska. Nice to meet you. I hope that you're coming to stay. And obviously, if you are already a subscriber and you're returning back to my channel, then you already know what it is. I love you. So yeah, for this video, I'm basically going to do my whole video entry. I wasn't born in Ghana. I was born in Holland and moved to the UK when I was 6. So anything that I can speak in Chi is basically because of my mother and my father and the people around me. Like, I literally learn by hearing what people say around me. So that's how I learned how to speak Chi. And also I was going to Ghana frequently. Like when I was little, I was going to Ghana like every summer or every 2 years, but at least every 2 years, every year I was going to, since I was like 6 months old. So I guess that helped as well. So yeah, I hope you enjoyed the video. Don't forget to like, comment and subscribe. And yeah, into no se me be shasia me de ade we ye manoso. Ade we ye lip balm. E mama no so ya true so asam e moisturizing me manono. Moisturize. Am I in your bum? That's so wrong. Won't say manana ya shim. Sana me pen. The first thing I may near say me eyebrows. Eyebrows and so a fool to say a kaya shademu, ubian pure, ubian ko, ubian somba. And I know you should do no me the pencil where eyebrow pencil by Remo London in black brown. We are quite kasi win, but you be any men worry why. Men suro, you know, be ya, cottage, ukona audio, ubiani ni taste. Uwa feelings no me de ya, jabi na minya madio, ubiani ni taste. Uya yabeka, wanya yabeka, kosuna ya wadio, ubiani ni taste. Obi yo bolo, obi swafo, jano, maninya na dio, ubiani ni taste. Diani ni taste. That's a tune. Another banger. Okay. It is here me befa concealer. Me de befa mini no hono. Mini chinwi no. De ma draw no. Me de befa nchen. Sana as me a shape e mi no kama. You want to look sweet. Say where fit. You know who say. De dia kana ase amana e bebre no me de afa. Me de a blend dia ba form. Nti maya eno no outline na we no maya nenuano. Nina de ase enkoye bi sa o. No. We fa na sa. Nti no maya ase na we no ma fa kit way be like me mfa bebre to say dia me fight for ase no me de be fa esro no na shape esro no so kama. Don't say back me blend the color form we dey be blend their cosro. Omo a new for into the may actually no my actually because I'm here too. Radio bomb no mammy mean was me a baby a double. Tino, ya we know not you near China to say Anoma. How do you say wings? Anoma Ninsano. Anoma Ninsa. Now you blend. I was saying blend ni blending it the you blending. I know never will makeup ni na yes. So I'm blending here. Asemba two in Crawford ka ho asem so mo kan che umbeka che uchi. I'll tell behind you back. Umbeka che uchi. Mo kan che oni. I was so blending in here. More, yeah, and come on. See, I feel the baby I drew no. You be a foundation, but in sun, I be a foundation. No, you the primer. That's all you need. Where NYX Angel Veil NY. I remember name Ghanaian alphabet. I don't know if I kids way because I didn't know white since me to me funny baby and I say my to say summer. Oh, means some mini belly to say summer. Coronavirus. Into no baby I agree, but you see your foundation. Foundation maybe you soon you. First one now you be you soon here. Can't stop, won't stop. Into no, can't stop. Mint mean jai, and so mean jai. Mint mean jai, and so mean jai. So no, the first one, the second one, and so yeah, Fenty Beauty. Oh, no, don't change it. Once I say I orange bisa, and so funny baby, best like a kayo. Who crab who dear, how do you go? Now if I was swear be. So the mama no fine. Hey, me mama na soon. Just a mama no young couple no chicha no me dey the chicha free. I see in abundance. Me dey the mama no dey me fan dey go so. Me am tina se me eso. Me tina so. Me tina se so bisa. So nje no na young couple dey mama. Any day. Need choice. This is my cultural blending it. Yes, sir. So, me use beauty gun. Ahofe blender, poto. Ahofe poto. Oh, because poto idea. Ude tapolino ne ayowa poto idea. Not just blending. Into when you be blending, ahofe poto. My phone kakra, so maybe you should be a me ho into no na for kakra. But me per se a be for chon. Like me so cry, like me de ma ho de na chimwa. Me de ma ho de na chimwa. Oh, nso hey, nso bia emba. Tino sana yepam. Intino highlights na yebe use no. Yebe use Revolution Conceal and Define. Nti we no me use 12.5 in a 12 because back we light sen back. Na ma sana use LA Pro Concealer no e wa 4. Now my fat 12.5 now I say I warm I say I color na shikakra warm color na ehuhuro de no color na ehuhuro de no nti no you the fat ya no yeah, fat, and quite Mano neso. Mano neso. Mano ne top. Mano. Now my Sunday I found my budget and so. Mini be photo. Sunday bia me mama baba baby me dem. Every time I baba baby no na my drew stage we see e be kwa story. Until I just say hey, my drew here far. So baby me do no pet. They be every single week now my drew highlighting. Now I didn't know no musa. No say hey Ajua, oh bro. Mumputo munimina. Okay, let me see baby Adri. Aye, okay, kakra. Tino sisi ano ye befa ye baking powder. Mimi use Sasha buttercup powder. I try. I'm not na many so kakra. People say like a setty woman in womb. Okay. Into me try kakra na ye be paper, but ye paper net say me de boboso. Into me use foundation brush na me de foundation no too many so. And one me de paper powder. So when so ye na year, so chop picture na so use flasher. Emma and show say if anything would the powder be out to near say Emma adena poto a blend ye that's the ultra picture and I nice so they made better one would say minimum better me worry I me nino last because I say minino say me straight like they be an menstruation. It's menstruation. The more na menstruation na mwa. It's me pesa be mwa. It's me jano to hono mo kakra. Na me da bobo so we light, very very light. Me manyi na shade on paper. Okay. Into now fit me foundation brush nunya no. When I me use for me blush. I say you are madam. Timide kakra bi na fa minim no. Na masa for my foundation brush no. Ye ni na sina ya nse down blend no ye be blend it. So you be blend it out. See, I say they cost so. Until you blend it now you know. You be use the eyelashes never to in this one. Eyelashes in any okay. So there are two so say no. Na me the lash na to hono. Pese glue ne da. Nti se me dana se me de tire me ne so a onya ne. Nti o ma me problems bia o ma me nsu o ma me nye bibia nti me pese lash glue na da kakra nti there. Koda why? Maybe I'm getting ready to more than that. My family setting spray. The setting spray is now usually we use to know either matte finish matte spray, and that's me use to Urban Decay all nighter. When I see me that's me use so I say enko baby even if me call Ghana no spray where and me use makeup now paper enko baby when there we need you home. Before I made the eyelashes never tired no. Before my mascara. Eyelashes they almost went do hair. You won't be good. What's in it? Until my tiring my eyelashes now, you know. Baby, I'm a Juno. Mefa my mascara no. The made ya menin so no. Me the beya from no. One. I say me asim you know. Until after the finishing touches because you can be too sharp. So blend and I am more natural. let me see. I say yan drum. Once we say a miniature winner because at it I caught it and this I may pen. Baby I agree the befa your lip gloss. Lip gloss now yes so my fame me befa I deal with ya. I had to say fan. I say fan sir I didn't I the ball report nothing. Papa. Say yes so. Intino Marie, minya bibi abiom say ya na de bia me ko baby a me continue pacho me pese mo rate me chino say dem me ya intino say chino na ekoye kakra mo ma me 10 like from 1 to 10 mo ma me 10 and so san koye kra cha say one ti ase bibi na me ya na now mama me one say ya kakra like utiase hanu mo no ntiase so hanu mo de utiase so no ekoye ma wa now mama 5 so from 1 to 10 how did I do pacho mumia adena ase wapeja ne kokro motino adena wa ase on na wapeja ne kokro motino pacho mumia so mama why and so we need your video ne ho ne patron subscribe to my channel. You know every time I maybe post a video no have that page so now so what me as the main. So yeah, that's it. Yeah, you know patron monje muhusu ye and maybe who my next video ne Muntina Gucci